Hey everyone, Andy here from NoiseGate, and welcome to our mini-series of drum mic tips and tricks. We're going to break down some techniques in which you can use for recording at home, in the studio, and for live miking as well. So let's get stuck into it and break this stuff down. We're going to be focusing in this video on floor tom and rack tom miking. A lot of the same principles as before with the snare drum. Wanting to try and get our mics positioned and isolated as much as possible. If you really want to go a step further, you can, craft a little sort of isolation around each mic, especially for recording, but in a live environment, it's not such a big deal. But with this rack tom mic here, we've got it sort of just underneath this crash cymbal here. Sort of trying to face the back of the mic upwards as much as possible, again, to just try and reject cymbal bleed as much as possible. And sort of just got it facing into the center of the drum nicely. And on its own, it sounds like this. And as for the floor tom, much the same as before. We've got a little bit more of a wide open space here, but for those people who like to use a couple of crashes, you might have a crash sort of sitting in this area, just over the top. So again, we want to try and have the back of the mic facing up as much as possible, but also, we don't want to have the mic, slammed right against the rim there as well. So a happy medium, aiming towards the center of the drum again. And this mic sounds like this. So pretty happy with how those are sounding now, and just sort of going to go in between them, just to sort of get a bit of a balance. All right, so now that we've got our balance of our rack and floor toms all settled, we're happy with where they're positioned. We've heard what they sound like on their own, we're pretty happy with that. This is what they sound like in the context of the kit. Much like the snare as well, we're using the same clips, same microphones, D40s. They're just a really solid all-rounder. Great for miking up snares and toms as well. Same clip as before. It's just so much easier. Saves a lot of space. Not having to bring in boom arms over the top and from the side there. If you're also wanting to sort of experiment with a couple of different mics on a floor tom, for example, the D112 Mark II that we've got on the kick drum is also a really, really great mic for floor toms. It's really rounds out that bottom end. So if you're wanting to get a bit of a bigger sort of fatter sound out of your floor tom, that's a pretty awesome option. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep up to date by subscribing below. We've got some more videos coming in this mini-series, so if you like what you see, come and check out the next ones. See you next time.